TikTok Shop dropshipping is about to end as we know it. TikTok just changed how shipping is going to work on TikTok Shop, and depending on how this fully rolls out, it could completely break dropshipping as we know it on the platform. So in this video, I'm going to break down what changed, why it matters, specifically for dropshippers, and what this could mean moving forward. And I'll show you a pretty smart and different way to be able to pivot and still use TikTok to your advantage while all of this chaos is essentially unfolding. Let me explain. So what changed? Well, up until now, TikTok Shop allowed something called seller shipping. And in simple terms, seller shipping meant that you or your supplier could handle fulfillment yourselves. So once your supplier fulfilled your order, you'd upload that tracking number that they send you to TikTok Shop. And that's how orders were marked fulfilled, or AutoDS would do it for you. Now, this is the setup that made dropshipping on TikTok Shop possible in the first place. Now, TikTok is moving away from that completely. Instead, they're pushing toward TikTok-controlled logistics. That includes things like Fulfilled by TikTok and other TikTok shipping programs, where TikTok wants to be involved directly in how orders are shipped and tracked. And this isn't just a suggestion. This is the direction that they're actively moving toward. Now, here's the real problem for dropshippers. Here's where things get serious. The core issue is that TikTok is moving towards requiring TikTok-generated tracking numbers. Meaning, sellers may no longer be able to upload external tracking numbers the way that they do now. And that might not sound like a big deal at first until you think about how dropshipping actually works. Right now, your supplier buys the label, your supplier ships the order, and your supplier sends you the tracking number or updates AutoDS with it. But if TikTok controls shipping, then your supplier can't do that anymore. They can't buy labels through TikTok, or they're not going to. They can't access TikTok's backend, and they're not going to get access. They can't generate TikTok-approved tracking numbers. So suddenly, the tracking that your supplier provided could become completely invalid or non-compliant. And if the label doesn't come from TikTok, TikTok's most likely not going to accept it. And that's the breaking point. Now, TikTok is also promoting something called upgraded shipping. And this is where a lot of sellers are starting to get confused because they're not actually reading through the entire thing. Because technically, yes, sellers can still buy shipping labels, but those labels are purchased inside of TikTok. And that's the key difference. Your supplier does not have access to TikTok Shop. They can't log into it. They can't buy TikTok labels on your behalf or on your account. They can't generate TikTok tracking. So even though upgraded shipping sounds like a solution, it doesn't actually fix the dropshipping problem. It still breaks the supplier fulfillment workflow. So the bottom line is that upgraded shipping doesn't necessarily save dropshipping on TikTok Shop. It just shifts control further into TikTok's hands. And this is why so many people are saying that TikTok may have just completely killed TikTok Shop for sellers. When TikTok controls fulfillment, sellers start to lose flexibility. Dropshipping becomes pretty difficult, if not impossible for most people. You're dealing with centralized logistics here, more restrictions and less control, and more risk. It starts to feel a lot like Amazon Fulfilled by Amazon or Amazon FBA, except it's forced upon you. You don't get to choose whether you want TikTok controlling fulfillment. That choice is being made for you. And for a lot of sellers, unfortunately, that's going to change the entire business model. Now, I do want to be very clear and very blunt about something. The situation is still unfolding and TikTok is still adjusting its policies. Some features may change, but more clarity is going to come over time. So I'm not saying panic and shut everything down. Don't ever do that. But I am saying that this is something that you absolutely cannot ignore, especially if your entire business relies on TikTok Shop dropshipping. You really need to be paying attention right now to what's going to be unfolding in the next few weeks or a few months. Now, from everything that we're seeing, this rollout is going to be happening in phases. New sellers are going to be the ones that are being affected first. Existing sellers are being transitioned gradually, and full enforcement is expected a little bit later on. This isn't an overnight flip of a switch, but it's very clearly the direction that TikTok is heading. And again, policies are still evolving. Details are not 100% locked in yet, which is exactly why having a backup plan matters. And this is where TikTok affiliate marketing comes in. Affiliate marketing lets you promote products and earn commissions without having to deal with shipping or with tracking numbers or suppliers and all of that stuff. So there's no fulfillment, there's no headaches, there's no logistics, there's no stress on that part. There's also no compliance issues with tracking. It's a lot lower risk, it's pretty flexible, and really more creator friendly. And here's the part that most people miss. TikTok affiliate marketing isn't just a way to just make commissions. It's a live product research engine. Affiliate content shows you what actually sells in real time, and you see real demand. You see real comments, you see real buying intent. You watch metrics like watch time, hook rate, the saves, and especially comments like, where can I buy this? This data is gold because once you see that a product is performing well as an affiliate, you don't have to stay on TikTok Shop. You can take that same product data and move it to platforms where you control the rules. Shopify or Etsy or even eBay. Even though you still play by eBay and Etsy's rules, it's going to be a little bit more freeing at this point compared to TikTok Shop. Now, TikTok Analytics helps you identify winners. And AutoDS helps you take those winning products and actually build something sustainable. And through AutoDS, you even have a TikTok Analytics dashboard where you can find tons of winning and trending products that are being pushed by multiple affiliates on the TikTok Shop platform. Now, not only can you find all these different products, but you can also find all of the data and all of the metrics behind them, such as the view counts, the interaction rate, and even the products attached to them. So that way you can source a product properly, list it across other marketplaces, and fulfill orders without having to guess. This approach dramatically reduces risk because you're no longer building blind stores. You're building based on proof. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the TikTok Analytics tool, you can go ahead and check it out through AutoDS right now and grab the 2-week trial for just $1. And you can check out this video right here.